Hey guys, welcome back. I am coming on to do a layout for my Nifty 50 page kit series, and I am using some leftovers from a May 2023 Flavors of the Month kit from the scrap room. Now, I have designed with this for design teamwork, and I created something with it one other time, then I did a layout with it for my last layout. And here we are again using the pretty things. So I do not have a ton left, but I had enough left that I was like, you know what? There is another layout to be had. Now I can say that as well because you guys, my hands are so dry. Oh my God. Because I have so many bits and pieces and goodies left over from previous kits, which allows us to stretch things even more. Now, clearly, I do not have a full-size piece of pattern paper, cardstock, what have you, but that's totally fine, guys. I grabbed a piece of white cardstock as per, my rules and regs I gave myself, and it's going to work out perfectly fine. So I've got a couple of these pieces. Now, I'm working with this Fancy Pants Designs Honey and Bee collection. So I've got a little bit of stickers left. This was actually one of the stickers. I didn't use it in my last kit, and I've got a few die cut pieces left. Now I'm going to be using a sketch. It's from Aprilyn Bishop Barrett. It was day 16 of Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 days of sketches. And that's pretty much what we have for the sketch. So I can't back my layout. I just don't have enough. No, I don't. So we've got a circular shape, photos on this side. Actually, my photo will be on this side. And then a nice visual triangle and a couple of little banner pieces. Okay. So this is one of those sketches that's great in that you can use any collection and it's all gonna work out. Now, the picture I chose is this picture of myself and this friend of mine that I met. That was, we're hanging out. He had his little horns going on, a little snuggle. And guys, I like me a farm animal. I do. I can say it. So let's see. I have this. I do need to mat that with some white cardstock as well. And I just so happens to have some left over from our previous kit. So I will mat that. This piece is just that scrap that we talked about. Now, I need as much of a circly bit on this side as I can. So it's going to be one of these pieces of paper. So this one, which I think is amazing, doesn't work that great this way because the bees, nobody's going upwards. Doesn't matter if anybody's going upwards. I don't know. This one I could use, but it's rather tone on tone. So guys, what do I do? What do I do? Now this does bring out my friend's Flurfy Flurfs quite nicely. So I think I'm gonna use this. Now here's the thing. Guys, there's a slice in it. We're gonna get through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim this. We will just, tack that down and hope we don't see that little cut piece. I'm gonna do something super fancy, like go get a bowl to make a big circle, half circle shape, and we will put that down. Then we talked about that I was going to mat my photo. I will have some cute little bees, which, I could fussy cut a few of them out. I don't know. What do we want to do? Now, what I could do also, I don't know. I'm trying to see how much I can use. I can't add a mat to my layout, but maybe I could do some kind of a mat to the circle. I don't know. So let me see how far I can stretch that. I'm going to need to come up with an alpha, and that won't be bad. Ooh, I might be able to do something with this since we were that is pretty. But we were fenced in this petting zoo. We went to this county fair, right? It was super fun county fair. Actually, I've got to find out when that's going to happen again. So we went to this county fair and I just had my family drop me off at the petting zoo because you know, nobody else would be interested in playing with the little critters but me. So that's what we did. I do realize, guys, I didn't use any of my little wood pieces on my last layout. I totally blew it. It was the first one I blew it on. So I'm going to go ahead, see if there are any cute little bits and pieces, title pieces, whatnot, I can fit in here for this layout. Those hexies might work. And then I'll meet you right back here when I get a little bit of my homework done. Okay, so I've got my fan on a little bit because I had spent, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours today. I had spent 5 or 6 hours pressure washing my mom's house, and I'm still all heated up. So a second ago, I went and looked into my Scrap and Happy Studio Flare and found what? Excuse these farmyard little flares. So the deal is, where we were, of course, I have pictures with this rooster friend I made. There was a pig, a little bit of a snooty pig, and there were cows. There were these really cool cows that had like almost like a camel hump on them. They were very interesting. Anyway, so my thoughts are, I am going to invoke farmyard fun here in this layout that's, you know, based on honeys and bees. It's going to work out. So in our sketch, and I know it's really small on your screen, you know, this guy, but you know, we just looked at it. I haven't double matted this yet. We have this, right? And this is supposed to be, all right, so it's supposed to be opposite day, right? So, oh, it goes a little bit more against the side. Perfect. Then I would, in theory, have something here. I mean, in our sketch, it looks like an 8 by 10, so I'm gonna probably have a little bit of artistic license stretching it to a 12 by 12. Oh, this little guy. We've got a piggy on here. I have got a sheep. Yes, I know it's a goat. People, lay off. I know. And there was a very nice rooster, as roosters go, that was willing to put up with me, you know, oohing and eyeing upon said rooster. So I think that kind of thing will give me a nice visual triangle. Now, the reason why I put my flare on right away is I wanted to be able to really use some animal flair. I know, I'm a little quirky with the whole farmyard thing. So I have that. Now, I still have to map my photo like 3,000 times. I do have this chicken wire. So if I matted my photo, do I have anything with like color on it? Ooh, okay. I can use this to map my photo to get a little bit of color because I want to differentiate it from the chicken wire because I'm going to cut some of the chicken wire out as well. Because we're all caged in, like I had said before. I was like, you know, and it won't really matter, you know, where I do with the bees on here because, you know, you're going to see kind of something, but you can't see the whole deal with the bees. You just can't. So I'm using it for a color. It's fine. It's great. It's going to be pretty. So we have that. I will, of course, pop this up on some foam because that is what I do. Yeah, so this was at the Armada Fair in Armada, Michigan. And I will have you know, this is my very first tractor pull. I had never been to one. It was quite the event. And y'all, the person who won this one category, he was an older gentleman and he smoked those youngins. I loved it. Okay. Yes, I don't get out much. All right, so we have that. I like that. I want to fussy cut some of this out. And let's see. And then she had, oh yeah, so there's these like circular bits. And that's what I was wondering. Like, it might be fun to put just like a little 3-piece of chicken wire into each of those clusters as cluster bases. That was my thought process with that. Now I am seeing, ooh, flowers. I'm gonna fussy cut whatever flowers I can out of that just because I saw it and I got excited and I'm like, okay, I can use those. I'm trimming these pieces because I can go ahead and put them into my leftovers bin and I'm all about that. There are a couple more flowers here I can fussy cut too. I mean, I'm not going to get a lot out of them, but it's going to add something to my clusters, and I think that is awesome sauce to be able to do that. Okay, I'm going to do that. I do have a lot of this left, so that will be a great piece. We weren't being bothered by bees. Otherwise, I would be bringing in bees like they were irritating. But I can fussy cut 3 of these leafy floral bits out. So I will do that with these. I need to fussy cut a few of these pieces. Now, let's see what else. Let's see what else. Now, where this is concerned, I could try to bring in some of these people. Here's a people. She can go there. Let me get this stuff. She can go up there with my piggy. Let's see. Go ahead and pop that on. And then down here, we just kind of have people who have been, wounded. They've been wounded in action. So I definitely can use this little piece for sure. Like a Valley Girl thing. And then maybe this apron piece I can leave down here, and I'm going to go ahead. I feel like it should be okay for me to go ahead and be done with this. This little be yourself I will think about, but I'm gonna put that aside for now. All right, I've got a little bit of homework to do. You guys, would that not be adorable as part of that cluster? Yes, please. I do have Busy Bee. Oh my gosh, that would be quite cute for my title. All right, I think I came up with my title. This lady can have a cute little purse. This one can have the cute little hat. And this is where the apron will go. All right, it's coming together. And I am fresh out of die cut / ephemeral from that collection. Okay. I like it. I like that sometimes when you persevere, things get pretty cool. Now, acrylic pieces really quick because we're gonna have that shape of the honeycomb in a minute. I thought it might be interesting to bring in these little golden hexies. And let's see. I mean, the original use of these was to use them as like templates for shapes, to use over and over. But I think they're just so gorgeous. I want to get them onto a layout. Maybe I'll save that one for now. We'll see. All right, so I've got that. So I'll have one of those in each of my clusters. I better get to doing some of my homework and I'll meet you right back here. Okay, so these pieces are all placed. They are not tacked down, but they are nice full clusters, and I'm gonna add this for my title. These are some of the alphas. You know how I had the 3 sets of alphas pulled? These have a bit of gold in them, and I thought that really worked for the gold hexies to be brought in. Fabulous. So before we go any further with that, and guys, I pretty much have killed this kit. I think that's awesome. Take note, this is me shine. I'm gonna put some of these words in here. So I can have a this is me, and I don't know. I mean, I might cut them in, in parts or however. Take note, this is me, and then maybe documented. This works because I'm wearing black. Cool. So if I do this is me, I kind of liked when they were all black. So I can either do shine or important. I think important. This is quite important stuff. So that let me use a little bit from this Simple Stories. I'm looking at these other collections to see if anything has the correct vibe. Definitely not Halloween. We are not dealing with Seaside. We've got the gorgeousness of Paige Evans and then some blue alphas. So no on that. No on that. I don't need any more pattern paper. So guess what I just found? I just found some deer, and I bet the deer and the bunny I can tuck into those clusters as well, because, oh, and there's another deer that I can tuck in, and we've got some gold. So I like the idea of popping them in. Did I have before, guys? Oh, here it is. I was like, I knew I had a gold bow, and the reason why I thought of that is I just saw that bow. So I'll get that bow into probably this cluster because it's a big one, and a couple more of these little bits. So that will take care of sneaking in a little bit extra. Then for like enamel dots and all that kind of thing, let's see. First, I will go to my buttons galore. So that's like seaside stuff, seaside stuff. I don't have blue. Some of these buttons might work. Let me see if there's some goldy kind of buttons in there. And that was from, it's one of the goodies. What was the name of this? From the Sun and Surf subscription box. All of these things were from that box. And it's kind of fun. They give you all kinds of different ways they package things. Right, no, 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 no. A little tiny bit yellow. Not a big deal, just a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna see about getting like one, at least like one of those buttons onto each thing. I think that would be fun. And then I have my random enamel dots bin. So I have this. Ooh, you know what I could try to do? Wonder if I have, okay, this is black, and I was bringing in a tiny bit of black, maybe some black hearts from Bella Boulevard. I have not used hardly any of these, hardly any. Or, oh, but wait, I have a better idea. Hold on. I had to sneeze. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is use up the rest of these little acrylic pieces. They were from Close to My Heart, and this was something that I'd gotten with one of my kits from Erica Rose Crates when I was doing her Close to My Heart team. Now I'm just on her regular team. Okay, let me get all these pieces on. I will get everything tacked down, and I'll show you my finished layout. All right, my friends, that is this layout finished. All kinds of bits and bobs made their way into my clusters, including, well, not including a button tack down. That could have been a good thing. Including flare. I finished up those little floral acrylics from that pack that I've been using on everything. So that means I'll be able to concentrate on the next set of goodies, which I think is great. It's such a great way. Like if you really concentrate on a supply, you can actually kill it off, which is fabulous. These buttons were a lovely color match, just a little bit of a pearly something. So that was fun. I have a girl, an apron, and a girl. I've got my farm flare in each of them. I did use these black wordy bits from that other sticker sheet. And my cluster bases are all these little chicken wire hexagons. So that is what I came up with using day 16 from April Lynn Bishop Barrett. That was a fun sketch to play with, guys. Is there anything else? I'll have links down below for buttons galore. So if you, when you guys do your next order, you'll have a discount. Is there anything else? I didn't use wood pieces again, but this layout is finished. I will have a few still shots to follow, and I will see you ever so soon with another video. Bye, friends.